Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? First of all, I'm super duper excited because we have the one and only award winning author, Dr. Velma Bagby. Guys, she is back at the cafe. And of course, you guys know that she started with The Catch That No One Wants. Then she came back to the cafe to talk about The Wrong Catch. And on today, boys and girls, the third installment of this series, The Wrong Catch. Okay, now y'all peep this subtitle. She'll tear down the house.
Yes.
Dr. Velma, my friend, welcome back to the cafe. I am super duper excited to have you here on today. Of course, guys, you guys know what to do. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because Dr. Velma is here to talk about The Wrong Catch, and she just might spill a little tea. Dr. Velma, my friend, introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Velma Bagby, and I'm so excited to be here with my dear friend and great advocate and supporter. I am an award-winning author, and I'm grateful that I started this journey back in 2018, and here I am with book number 16 that's gotten released in December. So I'm excited about this series because it was driven by the readers. I thought I was writing one novel, and they said, no, you need to write some more fish analogies. So I'm here and thankful that I have this opportunity to share this third book in the Catch series with you all.
I love that. I love that. And Dr. Velma, oh my goodness, what an amazing journey. I remember, look, we're going to spill a little bit of tea. I remember you and I having a conversation, and this was an idea. And you had started, writing it and all that good stuff. Now look at us, 3 books later. It was going to be, it started off with one book, guys, as we told you, The Wrong Catch. And then, Dr. Velma, let me tell y'all, Dr. Velma was listening to the people. Okay. The readers spoke and they was like, tell me more. And she delivered on The Wrong Catch. And guys, again, Dr. Velma, listening to the people, the men spoke. They was like, wait a minute. They was like, what about us? Look, Dr. Velma, what about us? They wanted something else. So speaking of that, Dr. Velma, can you share with us, enlighten us, spill a little bit of tea? What inspired The Wrong Catch? She'll tear down the house.
Well, you made a note of the fact that at the end of book 2, I mentioned the book coming and the title. It's interesting that when the men ask, well, what about the wrong women to date? How are you going to address that? Would you please address that? I didn't realize I had such a small following of men for book 1 and 2 because I wrote it in a way that it doesn't matter if you're male or female, you can get nuggets out of there. So when they asked that question, I said, oh, okay. The women asked for more fish analogies. I said, okay, I can't use fish this time.
Right.
What am I going to use? So I got a chance to talk to a few men that I know. My husband, men he's mentored with, a few other men. I said, okay, if I write this book, what are some of the challenges you've had during your dating experience? And began to hear what they had to say. And all of a sudden, I'm telling you, Angela, those characters began to come to life from what I heard from the men.
Oh, okay. Okay. And guys, okay, so y'all know in the first 2 books in this installment, she used the fish analogy. Let me just tell you, my friend Dr. Velma, she used animals and insects and just a whole bunch of stuff to describe some of these women, and we gonna talk about them. I mean, I'm gonna try to get her to spill a little bit of tea. We gonna talk about these different ones, but before we get into that, again, and thank you guys so much for joining us here at the Literary Cafe with Dr. Velma Bagby. Guys, the third installment, if you have been following her, it is The Wrong Catch. She'll tear down the house. Dr. Velma, you probably know where I'm going. We gotta talk about this title, my friend. Okay, first of all of the books have catch in there somewhere, guys. So you know it's a theme, okay? But this one is The Wrong Catch. But Dr. Velma, this is tea spilling. It's the subtitle for me. She'll tear down the house.
Yes.
Tell us about this title.
It came from Proverbs 14:1 that says, a wise woman builds her house, but a foolish one tears it down. So that gives you the type of women I'm talking about in this book. And that's exactly what the men who I surveyed and interviewed about creating these characters, that's exactly the kind of things that they shared. So it's time to get it right.
I love
It's
it.
just
I
time to
love
get
it.
it right.
Look, and Dr. Velma, our friend Tiffany is in the audience, and she said, I love it all. I love it all.
Hey, Miss
Okay.
Tiffany.
I love that. And guys, of course, if you have a question for Dr. Velma, put it in the comment section. Y'all know how we do it here at the cafe. We are interactive. In addition to getting the tea, we also want to include you guys. So if you have a question or a comment, be sure to put it in the comment section as well. Now, Dr. Velma, you told us about the title. You told us about, how this series kind of came about, and you was listening to the people, and of course you came up with book 2, you came up with book 3. Now we got to talk about it. So if y'all notice, this cover is a little different than the other two. Love the cover, Dr. Velma. She still kind of have a silhouette of a woman, but it's kind of like you kind of, her hair is kind of half of it, what have you, got a house, all this good stuff. Dr. Velma, tell us about this amazing cover, and what was it like when you saw it, and were you like, this is it, this is the cover for this book?
Believe me, there were several renditions of this cover, and first of all, I had the vision of a silhouette of a woman on the front. That was the vision at first. I didn't know how she was going to, so I made suggestions to the graphic designer, got several samples, and I just couldn't get it. It just wasn't what I was looking for. And then I was participating in an anthology, and Laquita Parks, I'll say her name, from Pay-Per-View Publishing, was the one publishing the anthology. In the group, she had several examples of the book cover for the anthology, and that sketch was on one of them. When they made the decision to choose something else, I reached out to her. I said, I know you didn't choose this one. I said, but can I have that woman that you had on the front? I can really use her. She said, you can have it. I said, let me know what your charge is. She said, no, nothing. I'm just going to gift it to you. I sent it over to the graphic designer. I said, this is what I want on the front. Please finish the story for me, keeping with what you guys have designed for me in the past. The first 2 books received awards for the cover. So I said I wanted to keep with the theme in a sense and make sure that it was similar. And when they finished it, I fell in love with it. I really did, including the color.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Dr. Velma, I tried to match the cover. I'm representing my blue on today, all of that good stuff as well. Guys, if you are just joining us, you are in for a treat. We are hanging out with award-winning author, Dr. Velma Bagby. Guys, this is book 3 in this series. It is called The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House. Now see, Dr. Velma, you got to put emphasis on that subtitle. Like, you got to say it a certain way. Like, she'll tear down the house.
She'll tear it down.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I love it. And they are giving you cover love in the comment section as well. Mara said, yes, love the color as well. Now, Dr. Velma, these people is ready for some tea. Okay. Can you tell us, okay, we're gonna start talking about this, but in addition to you listening to your readers and what they want, and knowing that you had to do a book 3, and on this time you flipped it a little bit. Now it's telling the men about finding the wrong mate or what have you. We have Grayson again. Grayson is back. Grayson has a men's conference, guys. If y'all remember, in book 2 there was a women's conference that they had, but now there is a men's conference. For book 3, in addition to, the men asking for something for them, what else inspired book 3 and this story to be told? Can you share that with us?
Well, I knew that my heart was always for the women in terms of dating and relationships. And that's where my lane is. And when the men approached me about that, I said, you're right. Even my husband, he said, look, I got some guys I'm talking to right now. They're going through it. And he said, when are you going to talk about what men go through? And I said, I know a few family members and relatives too, that, if I could just get them somebody else, in that sense. Sometimes even getting the right one, sometimes we don't appreciate what we've been given. And so we mistreat it. And so the whole premise of the story is dealing with foolish women. So let me make that clear. The scripture has over 50 scriptures in the Bible about what a fool looks like and what a fool acts like. These are all
Okay.
foolish women in here. And so they
Okay.
trick men into presenting themselves one way and showed a whole nother side of themselves once they married them. And so these are men coming back to tell their stories to the men at the conference.
Look, Dr. Velma, scandalous, just scandalous.
And these are not women outside the church. These are all inside. And so, yes.
Guys, if you are just joining us, Dr. Velma is spilling the tea, okay, on the wrong catch, she'll tear down the house. Now, Dr. Velma, with, of course, some of the characters from the other books, like Grayson, for example, they show up or what have you. But in addition to that, can you tell us a little bit about what inspired the characters and if the plot came first or these characters? And guys, I'm gonna get you some tea, okay? We're gonna talk about these characters of women, okay, that they are fools, FOOL, but she has some descriptions.
The other four-letter word.
The other four-letter word. She has some descriptions to describe these women. But for you, Dr. Velma, when you were in your writing cave, what came first, my friend? Was it these characters and what they were going to be, or was it the plot of how you was going to put this story together?
Well, because it's Christian contemporary fiction, I couldn't put a lot of scriptures in there. So I had to look at the scripture and look at the definitions.
Okay.
Of what a female fool looks like. So if I was going to describe a foolish woman and these characters, I need to make sure I captured those things. And so that's what I started with. And then I began to research, okay, I can't use the fish because my readers have already said, bring back the fish analogies. I met many of those fish. I need more. And even one woman gave a book to a friend in a toxic relationship, and she read the story of the pufferfish and got herself out of it. So those are the kind of things I was hoping to do, is to present stories and weave them in a way that if you read them and you're in a situation that's similar, you'll see your own self in it. So that's what I hope to do. And yes, and that's what I did. I took the approach of the parables that Jesus wrote. When he was talking to a person, he told a story and used a topic that was familiar with them, weaved the story in a way that that person he was talking to could see themselves, and then provided them a way to change or a way out of it. And then at the end, he just left it up to them. Sometimes he just walked away after his stories. And so that was how I wanted to approach the dating and relationship mistakes and errors I've seen over the years as a not only as a minister, but also as a dating and relationship coach. And so that was the whole idea. How do I get it out there? How do I talk about what we don't talk about anymore? And that's how these
love it. Well, Dr. Velma, let me just tell you, I know that they are on the edge of their seats. I don't know if you noticed, but I just set up. I set up and I pushed myself forward. Okay. Guys, I need you to do the same thing. Okay. If you in your chair, I'm gonna need you to scoot up. I'm gonna need you to sit straight. Because Dr. Velma's about to spill some tea. We're gonna talk about some of these characters, some of these women in here that they need to look out for. So, Dr. Velma, I'm gonna throw some stuff out there, and when I throw it out there, I'm gonna leave it up to you to spill as much tea as you can about some of these characters. Okay, so can we talk about the Black Widow? Okay, the Black Widow spider. What type of woman is that?
She is the type of woman that will get only what she wants, and when she's done getting what she wants, you can just go ahead and die, because that story opens up with a funeral.
Look, Dr. Velma, you know I gotta pull out the fan. I have to pull out. See, the fan is coming handy when these authors are spilling the tea. Okay, all right, take notes, guys. Okay, next up we got Queen Bee. Tell us about the Queen Bee.
Queen Bee came out of the conversation I had with one person who said, "Can you please talk about the microwave woman?"
The microwave. Okay, wait a minute, Dr. Velma. The microwave woman. Okay,
that was my response too. But see, men have their own language too, and that was a title.
Look, Dr. Velma, that was a press pause moment. The microwave woman. Okay,
the microwave woman is the woman who doesn't want to do anything in her house. She
Oh.
presents meals to her husband by throwing frozen meals in the microwave. That's all she knows
Ah!
how to do. She can't clean up, can't do anything, can't keep a house, don't know how to raise children. So when you think of the insect, the queen bee, there's worker bees providing for all those babies she has. She never touches the babies or cares for them. There's worker bees that do that. She does nothing but sit on her throne, popping out babies, never lifts a
Oh,
finger to do anything. So imagine this person as a woman and not an insect.
let me just guys. Okay, I didn't say
Microwave
Dr.
woman.
Okay, if you are not intrigued, okay, we are talking about The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House by Dr. Velma. Guys, let me just tell you, this book is live and in color. It is available in ebook and it's available in print. And of course, the other books are available as well. The Catch No One Wants is book one. The Wrong Catch is a book two. And now, like I said, hot off the press, The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House. Look, Author Sharon Blunt said, my
I was
stars.
looking at, I was looking at that. When I heard that phrase, Sharon, I felt the same way. I'm going, wait a minute. What is that? The ones that can't cook and
Look,
all that
and Myra told me to fan hard. Okay,
in
I
the
got you, Myra.
microwave.
I got you. I love it. I love it. And again, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. We are hanging out with award-winning author Dr. Velma Bagby on today, guys. We are celebrating with her new release, The Wrong Catch. She'll Tear Down the House. And like I said, it is live and in color. And Dr. Velma, we are so grateful that you are hanging out with us today and telling us about this amazing, amazing story. Okay, now y'all, we not finished. I told you I'm trying to get you to tea. Okay, Dr. Velma, you got to tell us about the narc. Tell
Yes.
us about the narc.
There are 4 characters called the narc women, short for narcissistic. We tend to talk about the men as narcissistic, but we forget that there are women that are narcissistic too. They just mimic and they mimic some of the traits, but they approach their narcissism a little different. So you have to understand how they operate. But in every one of these cases, these women presented themselves one way. And these men did not discover the true essence of who they were until after they married them. And so we have the vampire bat. The vampire bat is someone who is very close to her friends. And she will get the blood, but she will only share it with her friends, not her mate, not the male, not the children. Her priority is always her friends. So in that story, you can see the clue and where it's going in that particular story. And then the other narc woman is the firefly. That's all I'm going to say about her.
Okay, guys. Okay, so okay, and we gonna leave some of the women for you to find out about.
Yeah,
But
you have to look it up.
You can tell us about one more.
Okay.
Okay, tell us about the hyena.
Oh yeah. Some people refer to the noise that the hyena make as laughing, but they're not laughing. It is the female leader. The female leads the clan. So there's a clue right there. And she barks the orders to everyone. Come on now, everybody else in the clan, instructing them what she wants them to do, where she wants them to go. So that's a clue to her behavior. She barks her orders.
Wow.
I want to know.
Sharon Blunt said, now she wants to know. I love it. I love it, guys. Let me just tell you. Now, we didn't tell you about all of them. It's some mo in there too. Okay. And I meant some mo, like M-O. Yeah. It's some mo in there as well of The Wrong Catch. But we got to leave you with a cliffhanger to know that when you pick up this book, there are some more as well. Queenie McClellan, she is in our corner, guys. She says it is a great read. If you guys are just joining us, we are hanging out with Dr. Velma Bagby on today, guys. Her latest release, The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House. Again, like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because Dr. Velma is spilling some tea on today. Now, Dr. Velma, I know they're ready. You are going to read to us a little snippet. I will allow you, my friend, to kind of set the stage of what you're getting ready to share with us, and we are ready when you are.
I am getting ready to share a little snippet of the narc women as Grayson, who is facilitating the conference, introduces this title to the men that are there. He introduces what a narc woman is. And this is in chapter 6. And he tells the men, let me describe a narc woman as we will address 4 of them. In your packet, you'll see a description entitled A Narc Woman. These women have a sneaky behavior, and men don't pay attention to any of the red flags about her. It is because most assume a narcissist is always a man. However, I want you to hear me. When I say these are narcissistic women, there are narcissistic women too. In the women's case, they appear to show care and concern, which is simply a disguise. This woman is a schemer and plans out her steps to establish control over you. This character will pour on affection and love until she cuts it off, leaving you to grab onto whatever scraps you can get. This character regularly tells lies. She will abuse your finances, become increasingly possessive, and make every effort to make sure you feel guilty and not her. The only goal she has is to be greedy and selfish because of what she wants. It is her priority, her goal, to satisfy her own needs. It's never about you. A narc woman is the queen of the blame game and will make you feel as though she is the victim to whatever happens, especially in times when your innocence is clear. She always strives to be the center of attention and will act entitled to feed off your admiration and praise. You'll see the signs of a master manipulator found inside your folder, and it will help you identify this type of woman right away, especially before you move too deep into the relationship. So now let's recap. She's a schemer who wants control, is sneaky, fakes any expressions of caring or concern, can pour on affection and love, possessive, abuses finances, acts innocent, and makes you feel guilty, greedy. She's greedy, selfish, queen of blame game, plays the victim, loves being the center of attention, feels entitled, and feeds on admiration, likes isolation.
Well, okay,
Now,
guys, let me just tell you, Dr. Velma done spilled some tea. Okay, she just read us a snippet from The Catch No One Wants. She'll
mhm.
tear down the house. Oh my goodness. Dr. Velma, they are loving the snippet that you read as well. Thank you so much for sharing that with us as well. Now, Dr. Velma, can you share with us a little bit about the importance of the way that you wrote this book, as well as the way that you wrote the other books in the series by using the analogies? How have you found that to be beneficial in this fiction, in this inspirational fiction novel, in this whole series by using these analogies? Can you speak on that a little bit for us?
Sure. I mentioned a little bit earlier that I started with my first book as a Christian nonfiction, and I thought, okay, well, how do I have the conversation around the things we're no longer talking about, the things we need to know in
Mm.
this in these dating streets, as you might say, Angela. There are things you need to know and things that we learned along the way that it's not being taught and talked about anymore. And I just
Okay.
wanted to bring it back. So how do I do that without being preachy or throwing scriptures at, because Jesus was never like that. So I said, okay, let me adopt the storytelling style that he had with the parable and weave the
Mm.
truth within the stories so that people can find that truth and use it and apply it in their own lives. So that
Mm.
was what I did with the first one, because I thought it was just going to be one book. And that's why I used the fish analogies. And when I started hearing from the readers said, no, we need more fish analogies. This is just too good. I met all of these fish. I need to know what the others look like. And then now with the women, even the readers still said, we still want more fish analogies. I know you're going to pause and help the men right now, but we want more. So I try to weave it in a way that doesn't matter if you're the male or the female in any of the stories, you still can get something out of it. And so apparently the men did and asked for this third book.
Wow, I love that. I love that. And of course, Dr. Velma, you know, my friend, we have to play a round of this or that.
Yep.
And of course, it's the new year. So we'll have some new year stuff in here and then
Yep.
just some general stuff as well. Are you ready, Dr. Velma?
Yes, I am.
All right, Dr. Velma, it's the new year. Are you glass half full or glass half empty?
Glass half full.
All right, I love it. Dr. Velma, it's the new year. Are you reflect back or reflect forward or look forward?
I'm reflecting forward because I spent most of last year with a frozen shoulder trying to
Oh
finish that
no.
book. Yes, I did, but that was like pushing a baby out. That's how laborious it was for me. So I'm definitely moving forward. I don't want to
I
look
love it. I
back
love it.
at all.
Dr. Velma, it's the new year. Is it one day or day one?
Girl, each new day is day one. Each new day
I
is a
love
new
it.
day in of
I
itself.
love it.
Day one, begin again.
I love it. I love it. And Dr. Velma, my friend, tell the people if they do not remember, are you team coffee or are you team tea, my friend?
I used to be team tea, but I've switched. They still call my coffee tea because it's so weak. I add so much water to it. They said that's not coffee at all. But so I could say
Coffee tea.
coffee tea.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. Dr. Velma, thank you so much for hanging out with us
Thank
on
you.
today. And thank you for coming and talking about your new book, The Wrong Catch.
Mhm.
She'll tear down the house, guys. We will definitely be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of this book. It is definitely available in ebook. It's also available in print. And of course, if you need to play a catch up, all of the books are available now in ebook and print. And even though it is a series, they can be read as standalones, all of that good stuff as well. So if this is the first book that you are picking up, The Wrong Catch, you won't be lost or anything like that. You can pick up any of the books in this series as well. And of course, once you read them, I definitely leave a review. I know that Dr. Velma Bagby will be so appreciative of that. And not only that, guys, books still make good gifts any time of the year, whether it's their birthday, if it's a just because gift, any of that stuff. If there's someone in your life that you may feel that may benefit from these books, buy it as a gift, all that good stuff too. And of course, speaking of gifts, there is definitely a giveaway on today. And I'm going to allow Dr. Velma to share with us what the giveaway is going to be on today.
Drum roll. Well, first of all, there's going to be an autographed copy of the book.
Uh-oh.
And in the book, Grayson talks about a woman of worth. So there's a wow cup. Ooh, can you see it? Is it coming
Oh,
through?
okay. Wow, cup, woman of
The
worth. I
wow
like
cup,
that.
woman of
Yes.
worth. So
Yes.
you get the book, autographed book, and the cup.
Okay, guys, that is some giveaway. You are getting an autographed copy of The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House, and you will also get a Woman of Worth or a Wow mug as well. And of course, my friends, you know what to do if you have commented. I'm getting ready to go up and down the comment section, my friends, and Dr. Velma is going to help me out. She's going to tell me when to stop, and that individual that we stop on, you will be the winner of this amazing, amazing giveaway. Dr. Velma, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. I am
Stop.
going up and down the comment section.
Stop.
Okay. Cheryl Best Life Brooks, you are the winner, my friend. If you will inbox me your information, you are getting an autographed copy of The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House, and a wow mug as well. I love that. I love that. I love that. Congratulations, Cheryl. Congratulations. And next up, y'all know that Dr. Velma is going to spill the tea. We've been telling you guys about this amazing, amazing series. And in telling you about this amazing series, Dr. Velma Bagby is going to share with you how you can get your hands on a copy of it. And Queenie Clem, thank you so much for putting in the comments. Queenie Clem just spilled some tea as well, guys. She said that all 3 books are available. The ebooks, guys, are available for 99 cents. So guess what? The ebook, you can get it for under $4. You can get all 3 books for 99 cents each as well. So we'll be sharing that with you. Thank you, Queenie Clem, for sharing that as well. But Dr. Velma, how can they get their hands on a copy of this amazing book as well as the other books in the series?
Sure. You can go onto Amazon. They're all available. The paperback is available for $14.99. You can also send me a message at info@drvelma.com if you're interested in an autographed copy. I'm in the process now of building my shop page on my website because my website is fairly new. And so they're not up yet. But if you want to go ahead and get a copy from Amazon, The paperback is $14.99, and like Angela said, the ebook is 99 cents. I had a special around Christmas and decided to keep it at 99 just as we moved into the first of the year. So get it while you can, send it out to friends. Ebooks can be purchased and mailed out and emailed out.
Yep, they
So
sure can.
connected to me with me on all of the social media platforms as Dr. Velma Bagby.
I love that, guys. And there you have it. She has shared with us how you can get your hands on a copy of The Catch No One Wants, She'll Tear Down the House, as well as the other two books in this series, The Wrong Catch, which was the first book that came out in this series, and I'm sorry, let me make sure I get the names right. The Catch No One Wants is the first book that came out. Second book is The Wrong Catch. Of course, you can get that one as well. And the book that is live and in color, hot off the press, The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House, is available as well. Dr. Velma, it has been amazing, my friend, hanging out with you on today, and you have shared with them how they can stay connected with you. We'll definitely be sure to put that in the comment section as well. So, of course, Dr. Velma, I want to allow you, my friends, to have the last words of what you want to say to the people. And before you do that, is there a newsletter that they can sign up to as well? If they, after following you on social media, let us know about your newsletter, and then whatever your last words of what you want to say to the people.
Yeah, some more giveaways as well. But so make sure you sign up on the newsletter. You can do that on my website, drvelmabagby.com. Just subscribe and you'll be added. But the closing comments is simply, I'm grateful for the people who have provided me with the feedback on the books. Because again, I stepped my toe into new waters when I decided to move into the Christian contemporary fiction genre. And I thought, let me try this for this time and see how it works. And I loved it. And as a result of the responses, here we are with the series now. So I'm very grateful for the feedback I've been given. So I'm looking forward to more.
I love that. I love that. And again, thank you so much, Dr. Velma, for hanging out with us on today. It has been amazing, my friend, to talk about your latest release, The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House. And again, we thank you for coming back because, again, you came and you shared about the first two books, and then you came and hung out with us today. You spilled a little bit of tea, all of that good stuff as well. I love it. I love it. I love it. And they have individuals that are giving you guys feedback. One person says you guys will love this series, the transparency at its best. I love that. I love that. I love it. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us here at the cafe. It has been amazing. Congratulations to Cheryl for winning a copy of The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House as well. And again, guys, once you read it, definitely leave a review. I know that Dr. Velma will be so appreciative. And of course, tell a friend to tell a friend about this amazing book. If you have a copy, definitely take a picture, tag Dr. Velma as well, and spread the word about this particular series and this particular book. And you guys already know what's next. Have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you later. Thank you for joining us. Go get your copy of The Wrong Seats. See you later. The Wrong Catch. Get a copy of The Wrong Catch. Have a great day.